Agent, good to see the Empire's finest hitting up this bombed-out crater. Captain Rigel, Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps. When the Empire invades, we're the ones who seal the deal. Don't suppose you're aware of the situation here on Balmorra?
I've been briefed, but I could use more details.
It's war, bloody and limitless. The Empire invaded Balmorra in the last war, but we've been spinning our wheels in the mud ever since. Resistance fighters think they can drive the Empire off Balmorra. We're here to prove them wrong.
How do you expect to succeed where the Imperial army has failed?
We are the army too. Other soldiers just don't have the capability to handle our kind of specialized missions. The Balmorran government in exile, backed by Minister of Defense Vol Argen, is giving us fits, backing a strong faction of the Resistance. The Minister is safely off-planet, but if we break his allies here, we break him. We break him, we break the Resistance.
What about the rest of the Balmorran government in exile?
Vol Argen is the only one with military experience, and he's the most vocal. When we destroy his power base and wipe the floor with his whiskers, none of the others will have the backbone to oppose us. That's why we need to take everything out. Do we have the privilege of your support?
If the Empire requires it of me.
Spoken like a true patriot. My second-in-command, Lieutenant Davril, is masterminding Phase 1 of what we like to call Operation Breaking Point. You'll find him in Sobrik. He's got plans to blow the Balmorran resistance sky high. I think you'll like them.
This place was supposed to be pacified. We're in the middle of a war zone.
At your service, sir.
Agent. Just who I was hoping might choose this moment to visit Sobrik. I understand you are not averse to occasional off-the-record tasks which require some discretion. One of our officers has just had an unfortunate dust-up with a valuable delegate, and we need to doctor the results.
Why don't you lay out the situation first?
This officer recently quarreled with one of our Chiss delegates. The delegate did not survive. The Chiss have provided crucial intelligence here and elsewhere in the war. It would not do to strain relations with them.
What do you plan to do?
We have doctored a security recording to make it appear that Balmorran rebels attacked the delegate. We need someone with no direct connection to this officer to go to the room where the murder occurred and upload the doctored footage to the security cameras. With luck, we can turn this into a galvanizing point against the rebels.
Just tell me where to go.
The delegate was killed in the back room of a cantina. I'll give you the coordinates. Just tell our man at the door that you're working for Breredan, and he'll let you pass.
Hey there. Got a second? You look like someone important in the Empire, huh? I, bet you could get me to who's in charge.
You're the first Balmorran I've met who's actually asking to be hauled off.
I don't want to be arrested, all right? I want to trade. The Resistance is dead, I know that. I want to come out of this with my head. I got info. Right here. Where the rebels are. What they're hitting. Introduce me to the Mucky Mugs, and I'll trade them the rest for a berth off-planet.
It's possible High Command might be interested.
You bet they would be. Nothing happens in the Resistance that Griffin Remus doesn't know about. I think Lieutenant Trishota handles defections, but he's been targeted a few times, so he don't take people off the street anymore. You convince him I'm the real goods, and I'd bet he'd cut you in a finder's fee.
Agent, I hope you're tough. I hope you like to get dirty. The battle for Balmorra can only be won with blood, sweat, and tears. Our sweat, their blood and tears. The government in exile, the resistance, cowards. We're going to bury them in their little hidey holes.
How do I fit in?
The old government's sending generators to the resistance, powering their artillery. The Resistance has given pardons to Balmorra's worst killers in exchange for a little guard duty. Phase 1 of Operation Breaking Point is to destroy those generators and put those killers to sleep. You in?
I signed up to serve the Empire, and I intend to do it.
From the looks of you, I'd say you mean it. The generators are in the Nibre warehouse. If you can blow them to pieces, you'll show the Balmorran resistance it takes more than cold-blooded killers to stop the Empire.
Leave everything to me, Master. I will not disappoint you.
What's up?
Are you the officer who deals with defectors?
Yes, though I prefer not to be quite so open about it. I'm Lieutenant Trishota. High Command has tasked me to learn how these rebels think, as distasteful as that is. Have you found a candidate? Someone of enough value for the Empire to recruit instead of capture?
A man named Griffin Remus. He seems to know the rebels well. We should work with him.
Let me see anything you have on him. We could use a man on the inside. Thank you. I'll transfer our standard finder's fee to your accounts.
You and me, Agent.
Well, what have we here? Let me take a look at you. You're one of Keeper's boys, eh? I'm glad he finally sent someone. Pity it took a disaster to get headquarters attention.
You're talking about the attack on Drummond Castle.
Disaster's the only word for it. Thousands dead, a Dark Council member assassinated. Hard to believe the Empire's come to this. But here, I'm being a poor host. Have a drink. Settle in after your trip. This shop doesn't look like much, but it's secure.
Secure or not, this is an odd place to work from.
The shop front's a necessary deception. The Republic and the terrorists have people everywhere. Rather than calling secret informants into a military base, I speak to them here, and no one's the wiser. These terrorists you're after, they've been a thorn in my side for a long while. They're worse than the Republic in some ways.
Why'd you say that?
Familiarity. The terrorists know Balmorra. The Republic doesn't, at least not as well. This terror cell is homegrown, made up of Balmorrans unhappy with the Empire's rule. I suspect the Republic tacitly supports the terrorists. We're their common enemy. So we do our best to cope with the bombings and sabotage.
What's your response been so far?
The governor makes an example of a few dozen Balmorrans after each attack, but it doesn't have much of an effect. Meanwhile, I've been studying the terror cell's structure, and there's good news. If we can take out the local leader, the cell should fall apart.
What do we know about this person?
The terrorists call the man in charge Grey Star. He runs the cell, gives the orders, and knows all the secrets. They claim Grey Star used to work with the Eagle, but who can be sure? Only the high-ranking cell members know Grey Star's identity.
Do you have any theories about Grey Star?
I don't need more theories, I need proof. I have a mole inside the terrorist cell already. He's a good lad, no cipher though. He can bring you in. You'd have the opportunity to impress the terrorists, win their trust.
You expect me to pose as a terrorist?
Isn't that what cipher agents do? Sanju Pine, my operative, can introduce you to the terrorist recruiters at the Troida military workshop outside the safe zone. But be careful how you present yourself. If the terrorists suspect you're Imperial, you'll lose Grey Star. And your lives.
Perfection is my goal, Master.
Off-duty soldiers, scared locals. They try to hide it, but they're shell-shocked. Just waiting for something to blow up.
Juba da Maxa. Uomini topi.
I'm working for Brereton.
There were complications, Master. Please don't deactivate me. A task just for you? Oh, thank you, Master.
What's up?
I handled your cover-up. As far as anyone will know, the rebels killed that jizz.
Excellent. And I have heard nothing of it, which is even better. Please accept this payment for your service and your silence.
I'm here.
Convoys travelling to the Troida military workshop require armed escorts, and escort personnel are not available at this time.
So, you're telling me we've got your whole blasted empire behind us, and you can't even find... Oh, sir, I didn't mean... Obviously, the might of the empire is focused on more urgent, activities. Yes, glory to the empire.
Is there a problem?
The Troida military workshop requires fresh supplies for its wartime operations. Supplies are shipped from here by due-back convoy. The resistance forces responsible for the raids against our Troida convoys are encamped in a series of caves nearby. Reconnaissance teams have finally pinpointed the location of this resistance encampment. Given your extensive abilities, you could eliminate this threat once and for all.
If this camp is a threat to the Empire's interests, then I will neutralize it.
The mission will have two primary objectives. Objective 1 is to eliminate resistance forces and defensive emplacements in the area. The second objective is to retrieve a set of stolen Imperial power regulators that the Resistance is using and destroy their main generator.
I proceed to the objective area immediately, Lieutenant.
We will await your return. Good luck.
Please use all products only as intended. Perfection is my goal, Master.
Can't live without me, huh? What's up?
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Perfection is my goal.